Backed by many judges and lawyers, Prosecutor General Abdel-Meguid Mahmoud managed to keep his job. It was the second time President Mohamed Morsi had taken on the judiciary and lost.
I met the president after he requested to meet me in the Supreme Judicial Committee. I informed him that I would like to remain in my position. The Supreme Judicial Committee also requested that I stay in my post. President Morsi agreed, saying, if this is what you and the committee want, then you shall remain in office.
At the presidential palace, the vice president had this to say.
The reality is, there was never a resignation, nor was there a dismissal. In fact, there was no intention at all to undermine the judiciary or use special presidential powers. President Morsi's initial decision was meant to provide a respectable exit for the Prosecutor General in response to the massive anger expressed towards him by relatives of those killed and injured in the revolution.
Earlier in the day, Mahmoud defied Morsi's decision to move him out of his job and into the role of ambassador to the Vatican. He showed up to his office saying he was not fighting to stay in his position, but rather fighting for a bigger cause, the independence of the judiciary. President Morsi, he said, had no legal grounds to push him out before the end of his term. This latest crisis was triggered by last week's acquittal of all defendants accused of involvement in last year's infamous camel and horseback attack. Activists had long accused the Prosecutor General and his office of failing to properly prosecute cases against the former President Hosni Mubarak, his inner circle, and the police. That public pressure appears to have been behind President Morsi's decision to go after Mahmoud. On Friday, the president's supporters and opponents expressed their anger over the camel attack acquittals. More than 100 people were injured after the rival sides ended up fighting for control of the square. Fighting for control, too, has been President Morsi, who appears to have lost another battle with the powerful judiciary. He tried and failed before to reverse a court order dissolving the post-revolution parliament. It has created a legal limbo that's reminding many of the need to finish drafting the country's constitution as soon as possible. Rawya, Rageh, Al Jazeera, Cairo.